Happy New Year, everyone. Jay here. I'm going to offer you some recommendations and modifications for ways in which we might adapt our CrossFit linchpin workouts for kids. We're going to take a closer look at Tuesday, the 4th of January. We've got 4 rounds of 1 minute per station for max reps. We've got rope climbs, hollow rocks, row for calories, then rest 1 minute, dumbbell farmers carries, V-ups, and then double unders, rest 1 minute. And you're going to repeat that for four times. It's quite a lot in here, but hopefully we're going to, with the ways that I'm going to adapt this workout, hopefully we're going to hit quite a few of those stimuluses with our adaptations today. So for our advanced kids, we're going to approach it very much in the same way as we approach Fight Gone Bad. We're going to have a look at less exercises in terms of our workout, but our time frame for our most advanced kids could potentially stay the same or with a slight modification. The difference in today is that I'm going to offer you some warm-up games or skills. Now these are things that we've looked at quite a few times before, but I think they're such important pieces for our children to develop skill and movement awareness in them. We've got our plank games, and I'm going to have a video showing you all the different variations you can do using those plank games as part of a warm-up. And then we've got a cool-down skill. And these are our bar games. These are all the different progressions that we can use while hanging on the bar, and that's developing our grip strength. Now, I've got the plank games in there in place of the hollow rock, but we could include some hollow and arch progressions in those plank games as well. I've got the bar games in here in place of the rope climb, and I'm specifically thinking grip strength with that. Children developing that grip strength, which can transfer to pull-ups, rope climbs, or maybe our toes to bar or knee raises, anything of that like. Now, I've got those here as a warm-up and as a cool-down skill activity, and this is a great way to get a bit more skill in your kids' sessions here without taxing them too much, and without there being sort of a degrade of quality that you might find sometimes during a workout. Also here, alternatively, might want to practice some rope climbing skills. That could be practicing some of our different foot hooks that you see on the linchpin private track. There's some videos there showing you different roping. Great way to do that is to have one of your children sat on the box and practicing their different wraps instead of that skill, or you could combine the both there. And then maybe once they've mastered that skill, you could look to bring that into a workout later on. For the workout today, we're going to look at potentially having 2 different timings for this workout. So I've kept the dumbbell farmers carries, and I've got it as a 10-meter shuttle. One thing I noticed with the dumbbell farmers carry with my children is, my youngest daughter particularly, she had a slight, she's slightly hinged at the hip and her shoulders sort of came forward. So I talk about her standing upright, standing straight with her shoulders back, and that really helped her be in a much better position with that dumbbell farmers carry. Then I've maintained the sit up there instead of the V up, just slightly simpler. By all means, if you've got children in there that can do some V ups, put a V up in there instead of the sit up. And skips, again, whether your children have single unders or double unders, that's up to you to decide what's best for them to do in that workout. But I've just got skips in here, and then rest 1 minute. So they'll do 4 rounds of 1 minute per station of those 3 exercises, and then rest 1 minute. So quite a bit less, half the volume than the adults would do, but similar stimuluses within that. Now, one thing I would say is you could, depending on how your children go with working for a whole minute or 3 whole minutes, is you could approach it with 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And that would be, and then there'll be no rest at the end of that. And you could do that for 4 rounds again. That would work equally as well. For our less experienced, again, we've got plank games, potentially some rope climb skill. It could be hanging on a rope or swinging from a rope. There's a great game you can play swinging from a rope where you set up some foam rollers, like some Skittles, and the children grip onto the rope and they swing and try and knock down as many Skittles as they can. That'd be a great thing to include there as part of that rope skill warm-up. Their workout is going to be using that Tabata timing And that's going to be 4 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And that will be dumbbell farmers carries, sit-ups, it'll be skips or jumping jacks, depending on where they're at. For the cool down again, they've got those bar game progressions. Now, they'll probably be at a slightly different stage of those bar game progressions than maybe your advanced kids. These bar games here could potentially be working on the kipping skill, or could be looking at some pull-up skill. For our no equipment option, again, we're going to warm up with some plank games. We've got the workout where we've got the same timing as our advanced kids. 4 rounds of 1 minute per station, or 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And they've got a shuttle sprint instead of the dumbbell farmers carry, sit-ups, and then they've got jumping jacks. And then their cool down would be the air squat. Now, one thing I would say with the air squat is here, make it into a bit of a game, maybe like musical chairs, or like playing like a song where they have to squat every time a certain word's mentioned or something like that. That can be quite fun, but do focus in on those mechanics there. I'm going to have a video showing you the plank games, and I'm also going to have a video showing you the bar hanging games that you can go through. Have fun with this workout, guys. So the next videos will be our plank game options. These can be done individually. These can be done as part of a class, an affiliate. They can be done competitively, or they can be done individually, trying to set a personal best, whether it be a max hold or a max number of reps. Still looking for those points of performance that you would look for in your plank hold. So hands underneath the shoulders, maintaining a nice straight line from shoulder through to ankle, no matter which progression they're doing. Have some fun experimenting with these options. Again, our bar hanging options is a recap really of something we've covered before. We've got different options, increasing in difficulty from a hang to some hand releases to some traverses and some monkey hangs or monkey taps and some 360s. Now, again, these can be done individually. They can be done for reps or for time. They can be done as part of your warm-up or your cool-down. And they could be done as part of a class as an affiliate, putting some competition in there. One thing I'll say is try and look for full grip on the bar. Try and look for active shoulders, so making sure there's a space between their shoulder and their ears, and keeping their legs together and legs straight for as much as possible, even when there's some movement in those options. Have fun experimenting with these, and where you put them in your workout is entirely up to you. Warm up during the workout or as part of a skilled cool down.